During that time, I had to learn how to make a kiosk. I'm not a carpenter. I had to learn how to paint. I'm not a painter. I had to learn how to, I worked as a photographer. Okay, so many years ago, I got admitted into Kwara State College of Education. I will not mention the name of the town. Before this time, life was very, very difficult because I had lost my parents, both of them, before I got admitted. There's one brother, Lekan Olaoye. One of the best, one of the nicest person I've met. I was staying with him. He was in final year. I was in year one, and he has a friend too, named Bro Mayegun. They're fantastic guys. You know, to cut the long story short, I have friends too. When you enter the institution, you will meet with a lot of friends. These guys they have a lot of people who cater for them. They have parents and everything is going well with them. But me, on the other hand, I have to fend for myself. I had to, make sure I work so that I can pay my school fees. I have to play. There's something we call a play instruments. I play keyboard, mostly guitar, also for some local musicians, so that I can fend for myself. But of course, I don't charge church if I play for church anyway. So, but for local musician, I had to do that so that I can get money to buy food. Sometimes maybe one or two handouts. Life was very difficult. And I can tell you, sometimes I want to write exams, there is no handout to read. Majority of the people do not know what I am actually going through. Despite the fact that life was very, very difficult, you will never know what I'm going through. I tell you, as at that time, I was even elected as a president of a union in that school because I am full of life. I'm full of the spirit. I'm full of spirit. I'm full of life. There's hardly a time that you see me sitting down and be thinking, why is my life like this? No. And I can boldly say that I am also one of the best students in that school. All right. Despite the fact that there is no handouts to read when the exam comes, sometimes I have to wait until my friends finish, reading their handout. Then I quickly just collect it and then go through before exams. Guess what? When I am finally going to finish in that school, I got sick. Guess nobody to take care of you now. Somebody who doesn't have anybody. I was even thinking that, okay, maybe I'm not going to finish this school. The first day that we're going to start the final exams was the day I was able to stand up on my feet. Guess what? I graduated. As if that was the end of the struggling. Guess what? I had to face a lot of challenges. A lot of them. From not being able to even know what to eat. You just wake up not even knowing what to eat. I was going through a street in Lagos and I saw one of my students that I've taught, and I was wearing a slippers that has hole in it. The guy greeted me, with respect. After the guy left, I was ashamed of myself. So guess what? There is something in me that I always want to, make sure that keep hope alive. I always like to keep hope alive and I keep on pushing no matter what. So I'm that kind of person that will not ask anybody for urgent 2K. And let me tell you, it is better for you, right, to pick up. It does not matter how hard the job may be. Pick it up to earn a living, even if it is small, rather than begging for money. During that time, I had to learn how to make a kiosk. I'm not a carpenter. I had to learn how to paint. I'm not a painter. I had to learn how to, I worked as a photographer. I just picked my sister's husband's camera and I began to, use it to just for me to make a living. And guess what? As hard as this time was, I was still saving to go to school. Okay, so I dropped out like 2 times or 3 times before I finally graduated in Unilag 17 years after I finished NCE. See, you are the only person that can help you to stardom. You are the only person that can stop you from reaching your goal in life. I am speaking to you today. Pick up your paces, face the challenges. See, behind every challenge, there is going to be a lot of success story if only you keep pushing. Somebody said something like Koto said, if you have to fall at all, fall forward. Because when you come up, you would have covered a distance. Behind every challenge, that is where you get your goal. It's like a wall. And at the end or at the other side of the wall, There is going to be a goal that is going to announce you to the world. So all you need to do is just break the wall. The wall represents the challenge. Don't give up. Don't give up and don't try to deviate. Don't try to do it your way. Just keep pushing. It will pay off one day. Go all the way. I won't tell you that there won't be challenges. There's going to be a lot of them, but keep your head up and keep moving forward. You are the only person that can help you to reach your stardom. My name is Tobo Peters. I just want to see you succeed.